हर हर भोले That's young. That's very young. My mother's living 87. That is a big thing. This is young. Do you see what is young?
I feel bad. I don't do the things that I used to do. I'm sorry. I couldn't do my own house.
No, not right.
Shivarameshwaraय, Shivarameshwaraय, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Rameshwaraय, Shivarameshwaraय, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Nageshwaraय, Shiv Nageshwaraय, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Nageshwaraय, Shiv Nageshwaraय, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Shiv Nageshwaraय, Shiv Nageshwaraय, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Shiv Nageshwaraय, Shiv Nageshwaraय, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah शिव सोमेश्वरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय शिव सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय
What will you be doing?
Lucky, where are you? Ma, tell Lucky to stand here with all the shoes they are leaving it here.
Okay, I'll tell Lucky.
She was here now. She got the green apron.
No, she's looking after the cars on that side.
Oh, on that side, yes. One. We need 6. I'm going to carry the tank for the plant. And the grandson is here.
So hang on, we need 2 tanks. No, we need one more. The van is not carrying. No, you're okay. You're going to go there.
Go on, that's how.
For now, this will be like For now.
Short of one.
I can't.
Be a 2 minutes. They give much. I'll just have there.
Oh no, that's awesome. Never mind.
Maybe show you. We'll take
I'll just like this. Flow. Yes.
away.
Always, yes, you are the leader. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah
Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar. So before we're going to begin with the invocation prayer, there's a lot of new people here at the Siva Aalayam now. They travel from other provinces. They are not very familiar with the Siva Aalayam setup. So before I proceed, I want to just inform to you, as I am standing now, on the left-hand side by the door is for all the males ablution facility, and on my right-hand side is for all the ladies ablution facilities. So if any one of you want to use it, that's where it is situated. Also, before I begin, please take note, this is considered to be an indoor gathering according to the current guidelines from the government. So please, you need to keep the social distance. You need to keep the face mask on. And also there are sanitizers by the front table. And also when you come to sympathize, no hugging and no kissing. And also not allowed to touch the body or kissing also on the body. Please, I know that we all very dearly love Gopaul, but when it comes to a situation like this, we need to observe certain rules and regulations. So I humbly request you to adhere to that. If family hugging one another, that's a different story. But as a community, we need to observe certain disciplines. So I hope you all with me. Please take your seat for 1 minute, and then we will begin the after. Jiraj, I know. V, that's P1. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me, the last. May I take this opportunity to greet each and every one of you. Vanakkam, Prem Namaskar, and welcome to this very special memorial service. This is a very first funeral that we are having after nearly 2.5 years, and happen to be that is our dear Gopaul's funeral. Gopaul touched all our lives in a very short space of time through his personality, through the way that he communicated with each and every one of us uniquely, that made all of us to be gathered here to celebrate his life and to say thank you to Lord Siva and the Mother Shakti for sending down such a kind soul, lived with us for a good few years in the Western Cape, and now taken his journey back towards the abode of Lord Siva. During this time, we are going to sing sacred songs from Thevaram, Tiruvasagam, and also family chosen some of the devotional bhajans, some of the very favorites of Uncle Gopaul, also going to be part of this memorial service. And I do have few family members also going to pay tribute. And before I'm going to do all rest of the formalities, we're going to start singing Om Namah Shivaya, after the invocation. Then we're going to take few members at the time to come forward to pay your tribute and go and take your seat. Can I kindly request all of you, please rise for an invocation. ஆனைமுகன் ஆறுமுகன் அம்பிகை பொன்னம்பலவன் ஞான குருவாணியை உள்நாடு உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவன் நில உலாவிய நீர்மலிவேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம். அம்மையே அப்பா ஒப்பிலாமணியே அன்பினில் விளைந்த ஆரமுதே பொய்மையை பெருக்கி பொழுதினை சுருக்கும் புழுத்தலைய புலையனேந்தனக்கு செம்மையே ஆய சிவபதமளித்த செல்வமே சிவபெருமானே இம்மையே உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேன் எங்கெழுந்தருளுவது இனியே. பெற்ற தாய் தனை மகமறந்தாலும் பிள்ளையை பெரும் தாய் மறந்தாலும் உற்ற தேகத்தை உயிர் மறந்தாலும் உயிரை மேவிய உடல் மறந்தாலும் கற்ற நெஞ்சகம் கலை மறந்தாலும் கண்கள் நின்று இமைப்பது மறந்தாலும் நற்றவத்தவர் உள்ளிருந்து ஓங்கும் நமச்சிவாயத்தை நான் மறவேன். ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் கோபால் நாயுடு நாம்யாம் ஆத்மசாந்தி நிவாரணார்த்தம் ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஓம். Thank you. Kindly be seated. We're going to chant Om Namah Shivaya. And then I'm going to start with all the people sitting on my right hand side first. Once we complete it, then we call you, all of you. Please kindly just stay where you are now. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namo, Om Namah Shivaya, शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय
Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar. Now we are going to go with all Uncle Gopal's favorite songs, devotional songs. And the very first one is song 18, page 18, in Sarvesha Vinayaka.
ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः ॐ गणपतये नमः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्डी प्रचोदयात्
getting. Yeah, the next song.
Om Tirusitambam. Orudeya Seviyan Vidayeriyor Tubamarisuri. Orudeya Seviyan Vidayeriyor Tubamarisuri. Karudeya Sudalai. Karudeya Sudalai Pudi Pusiya Ulam Kabar Kabar. Yerudeya Malaran Gune Napani Ete Aruseida. Pirudeya Pirama. Pirudeya Pirama Purameviyar Vemanivanadre. Arunariya Maravalla Muniyagal Poigay Alaneya. Pirunariya Pirama. Pirunariya Pirama Purameviyar Vemanivanadre. Urunariya Manam Vaituna Jnanasam Pandanurai Seida. Tirunariya Tamil. Tirunariya Tamil Vallava Thorinai Titelalidaame. Om Tirusitambam.
The next song from page number 40, song number 33.
Om Tirusitambam. ஓசை ஒலி எல்லாம் ஆனாய் உலகக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே. ஓசை ஒலி எல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே. உலகக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே. பாசமர எல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே. மலையான் மருகனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே. பாசமர எல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே. மலையான் மருகனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே. பேசும் பெரிதும் இணையாய் நீயே. பிராணாய நீயமேல் வைத்தாய் நீயே. பேசும் பெரிதும்
94. Page 94, Song 68.
Stambalam Manasa Bhajani Guru Sharanam Dostara Bhavasagara Charanam Manasa Bhajani Guru Sharanam Dostara Bhavasagara Charanam Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai Sainath Sa Guru Jai Jai Satya Sainath Sa Guru Jai Jai Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Aruna Siva Om Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Aruna Siva Om Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Manasa Bhajari Guru Sharanam Dostara Bhavasagara Taranam Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai Sainath Sa Guru Jai Jai Satya Sainath Sa Guru Jai Jai Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Aruna Siva Om Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva Arunachala Siva
Aruna Siva Om Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba
Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Manasa Bhajari
Guru Charanam Dostara Bhavasagara Charanam Om Trichitrambalam. Before we going to continue singing all Uncle Gopal's favorite devotional songs, I would like to take the opportunity to call Jiraj Naidu, his beloved younger brother of late Uncle Gopal. Gopal also got another name, is Daya. The family sometime address you, and if you mention, it's none other than Gopal himself. And may I call upon Jiraj to come forward to pay tribute.
Thank you everyone for gracing this memorial service. When we talk about the 1860 settlers, especially as part of the Indian community, and now I know that we are, multinational, but if you go back then, the first thing that comes into our head is that our grandfathers and grandmothers came here to cut sugarcane. And that is how I remember my brother, as a very young, maybe 7-year-old. Somewhere in the 1940s, when I learnt that he was in the world of work, and my mom said, take him a bowl of porridge and some vegetables that she had cooked. I was surprised, not then, for then it was natural. But now, when I look back, it was so surprising to see that he had a sickle in his hand, shaped like that, and he was actually cutting sugarcane. So as much as 1860, brought us here as sugarcane cutters, as late as that, my brother was still employed in his first job to cut sugarcane. And he was no more than probably 15 at that time. And then, in a nutshell, he could not, or the family could not afford to give him an education like we enjoyed, like I enjoyed. But he was educated in every other sense. The world of work and experience has made him into a fine artist, making furniture at one time in his life, weaving carpets at another, building my very first home in the Midlands, a double-story home. So I asked myself, am I as educated as he was? Sometimes I say no, because I have none of those skills. So it's not always, in the universities and the schools that a man grows up. He grows up right here in front of us. And that is how he blossomed into this wonderful father and brother. And there were 7 of us, children of my parents. We've lost 4 up till now. And amongst us all, if we asked, who was the handsomest, he always won the prize. There was a time in his life when he was about 20. If you looked at him and the way, what they do, they dress up flashily and everything else. I said, you look like you belong in Cape Town, as early as that, because his skin was so pale then. And not because, it was his natural color. He's a little darker now. But he was so pale because he suffered from anemia. So we used to call him Whitey at times, just to pick on him. But he looked just like he belonged to the colored community of Cape Town way back then. So how did we know? That his final resting place is going to be here? So the color showed very, very early in his life, But he was a person full of joy and fun, no matter when it happens. There was no day when he woke up in the morning and it wasn't a day where the world was his playground. That's how he got up. This is where I get up in the morning and this is where I play. So whether he worked as an adult or whether he just sang in the satsang like this, it was always there. And talking about singing, I just happened to string a few lines on the guitar way back in my 20s. And he heard that and he said, you play, but when you sing, just stop. Then he said to me, let me sing for you. And we weren't stringing proper chords then. There was no E, C, or D. It was just bang the wires, And he was hooked onto the flavor of Tom Jones. And he used to go, like this. The whole hometown looks the same as I stepped down from the train. And there to meet me was my, the song. And that is how we became a 2-person band early, And he used to come from work, he'd sing, and then I used to try to play the guitar and sing. Today I am grateful because, that early nurturing has made me into a guitarist today. So I play my own satsangs in Abu Dhabi where we live right now. And the memories of my brother always come through. And the thing that reminds me most about him, and this is personal, It will probably make my sister very jealous when I say this. It doesn't matter what age I was. I always remembered that he gave me something. If it was not a stolen bunch of peanuts from somebody else's garden, drop your schoolwork, just go with me, and he'll put me into the cinema with him. Or he'll say, you know what, I just got a few bucks. Take it because I know you're going to a party, so yeah, buy your pants. So that was him throughout my life. And even when he was building my home in the Midlands, he asked me if there's anything else I needed. Constantly. And I was spoiled in that way, you know. Daya. The only thing I regret as I stand here is the fact that he just did not give me a few more years of that jumping around and having fun or whatever it is, you know, that he does. But look where he's got to. He's got to Cape Town, finally embracing what I have embraced recently, embracing the culture, embracing religion, running around your temple, doing a whole lot of work for you, Guru. And I'm so grateful that he, you know, having lost Sham, the love of his life, he still found more love in Ruku. And for that, I am very proud that there was somebody here that was his companion. And for that 7 years of bliss, he's also embraced this community here in Ruth Road, you know. And he loves Cape Town because I said, you know what, you sure you're staying there long enough? He said, yes. Yes, this community is now mine. And he is yours. Let's remember him that way. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiraj, for the kind words. That brings me a memory. One Saturday morning, Uncle Gopaul is coming to the temple, very first time. He was alone. He came with 4 lighters like this. Lighters like this. Then he brought it to me. He said, Guru, I'm so and so. I came from Linz. I used to go to the temple Eastwaran Koval and help the Guru. That Guru also somehow, you know him as well, connected to you. So now I feel I want to come here, join with you, to assist you, to join in this congregation. Then he came, he left this, and then he told me, I'm starting my job here in Cape Town. Myself, my wife is here. And we are now marketing this company. I forgot the name of the company. But if you need more lighters finished, tell me, I'll give you more. Then he left. Then after that, he became very busy. And I didn't see Gopaul for a long time. Then one day I got a call, came from one of his friends, told me that his wife is not well. So please think of her in prayer. But you know that uncle brought lighters to you? His wife. I said, yes, I remember Uncle Gopaul. Said eventually that she passed on. And then Gopaul started coming, joining with us, visiting me regularly. So he became a father figure in our home. But Gopaul is always addressed. If you notice it, you will see. He called my son. He called him, my son, how are you? That's how way he takes. Then last week, he asking Gari, where is my 2 angels? I don't see them around for a long time now. So, he is friendly, compassionate, as Jiraj mentioned. He lived with the name Daya, very compassionate. He giving in abundance. He lived a fullest of life and joyous life, very contented life. And I must say that as Jiraj is just touched, he's multi-talented. As he started his life, as he mentioned, Then maybe one of them will highlight, I forgot the name of the building construction company that he owned in Marisburg. Now. Then manufacturing of furnitures. Anything to do with building, cupboards, work, anything. You can speak to Gopaul. Gopaul will tell you, you have a volume of knowledge. And I might just ask him, Gopaul, I need this. Okay, don't worry, I'll see you later. So one day, we tried to join two frames together with the, what they call it, that cutter. 90 degree, you just put together and cut. And I told him, Gopaul, I don't have that. Still I got it. Even they bought me a new one to join two frames together. And he showed me how to cut it. He's multi-talented. And then, when he came to Cape Town, he was alone. And he learned so much in cooking. He will come and tell me every day a new thing. Then some special rice, he go and buy it. He comes and tell me, Guru, that rice, I'm telling you, marvelous. You cook like this, you cook like that. I'm telling you, we're going to miss all of that. And lots of fun that we had. One of the very often that you always say, Gopaul, what is going to happen? Terla. You will say that like that. Kalapadada, don't worry. He comes and tells me, don't worry. I went through all that what you're going through. Don't worry. Things will come right. So he gives advice, support, all of that. That's something unique of Gopaul. So before we're going to proceed, we would like to put the next speaker is none other than the only son, Pavan. He's going to talk about his dad. And he's came all along the way. And also to tell you, as Jiraj mentioned, he was living in Abu Dhabi and he planned to travel to Australia. I don't know what made him to come to Durban. This happened now, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. Then everything worked out in such a way. His other brother happened to be, I met him when I went for the Muruga conference. So Gopaul organized me. My brother will take care of you in Durban. So he was my transport logistics manager. Pick me up, take me everywhere, show me this, show me that. That is Jaram. So Jaram is booked for a holiday and came to Cape Town for a couple of days, just to land it on the day that Gopaul passed away. Look at that, how everything is worked out. And now today, the whole family is here to celebrate his life. Pavan came all along the way from Denmark and made it possible to be here with his whole family. Please follow.
Thank you. Thank you, Guru. I'm never good at speeches, so. The only sureties we have in life is the day we are born and the day we die. Everything else in between is up to how we live our own lives. Dad made sure that he made everything of all that in between. He was loud, he was proud, he was energetic, sympathetic. Sometimes he rubbed people the wrong way, but in his own way, that was his charm. That's what made him him. To me, he was the epitome of, I wear my heart on my sleeve. His family was his life. From the time he was young, he had this compulsion to make sure his family was always looked after. I always had stories about what he used to do when he was young, and he loved them with all his heart, and everything he did was for the betterment of his family. When we lost Mom, he was lost. But Auntie Ruku gave him direction, purpose, and love these last few years. Auntie Ruku, thank you. Thank you for being his friend, his partner. compass all these years. Your love fueled his energy every day. Thank you to everyone for your condolences and support. It means more to us in these difficult times than you can imagine. I have a quote before I close. What we once enjoyed and deeply loved, we can never lose. For all that we love deeply becomes part of us. Be at peace, Dad. You have impacted all our lives, and we live every day in your memory. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to sing the next song from page number 271. Song number 170. Varuvai, Varuvai, Varuvai Amma. Varuvai, Varuvai Amma.
Uncle Gopaul, when he used to come and visit us regularly, and we used to talk about future. And then he always speak about his late wife. Then one day when we came home, myself and Gauri, we told him, Gopaul, you need to have someone in your life. You are healthy. He always say, you never hear from Gopaul that he is sick. As he said, he is an active person. Keep on going. Never stop work. And then later in Cape Town, he started joining a company, go and verify and inspect containers that leave South Africa and go to other countries. He go and inspect. When he finish inspect, when he coming back from work, his stop is there at our home. He comes and tell me, you know what, today I'm checking apples. I bring apple for you.
Sometimes he bring cut garlics because they check, cut ginger. So those inspected product he brings home. He said, Guru, please. That's it. And then we sit and talk and talk. And then we told him, Gopal, you're not getting younger, you're getting older. One day when you are sick, you need someone to be there for you, to give you a cup of water. Not for anything else in life. At least someone there to take care of you. Your children are far. Your daughter is not with you. Son is not with you. Let's think about it. He said, no, one day. But no one can replace my sham. That was a word that he always tells us. Nobody can replace my sham. I said, yes, we agree to you. Then one day, eventually, this whole thought provoke, the seed was planted in his head, is by Gauri. So one day, he told him, you know what? I want to speak to you openly, Gopal. Hope you don't mind. I have somebody that I have in my mind. I'm going to ask you, would you interested? Who is this you're talking about? Who is this you're talking about? Eventually, Gauri said who it was. Okay, let me think about it. So he took some time. It took me some time. You see how God operates. So then he started helping. He started joining in the prayer committee. Then when he passed away, he was actually the vice chairperson of the prayer committee. Then he joined it with me in the facility management. He comes and tells me what is to be done in the building and so on with Anand. Anand is somewhere around here. Anand was a chair. Then he joined it in that committee. Then he started helping. His mind is always for Seva. Then he started joining in the Seva work with. Then happened to be in one day, there was a little water or something, exactly where Ruku sitting. Ruku is slipped and fall and got hurt. And then Gauri took her to GMC. From GMC that she was transferred into Rondabosch Mediclinic. So, but Gopal's mind was start worrying. So he went to the hospital. So the receptionist asking, so you want to see that lady, who are you? Do you know what he said to that lady in the front? I'm the husband. He came and told me, Guru, I said to her, I'm husband. That lady got no one. How can I just to leave her? I need to be there. And then he was running around doing all these things. Then later, it's unfolded as a wonderful relationship between the two of them. And on that 5th, he passed away on the 4th. The 5th of April was their wedding anniversary. And Gopal's death, I must say this to you, it's a real blessing. When you serve God sincerely, when you do things sincerely in your life, this is the blessing that you receive from God. To pass away like this is what all we are wishing for. He spoke to the son on that night before, on Sunday. He spoke to all the family members. He had some visitors at home. Saras and Kamini was there, spent some time with them. Then he had a joyous moment that evening and then went to sleep, and he never get up the next morning. And Ruku phoning me, Guru, Gopal is not getting up, rush quickly here. So why I'm saying this today to you is his life is a blessing. And now, she said she wanted to say something. None other than Rukmani, Vama. You want to speak last? Okay, right, no problem. So then, I'm going to call Shailen ready to come and speak to all of you. Kailan is also worked very closely with Uncle Gopal, part of the Seva project of the Sri Siva Aalayam. Now Shailen is going to say a few words.
The last time I said a few words about Uncle Gopaul was at his 70th birthday. Today we celebrate him from a different perspective. Today we celebrate his passion for life and the memories he has gifted us with. Uncle Gopaul joined the Siva Aalayam temple feeding scheme, and truth be told, the committee was never the same after that. His exuberant energy gave passion to our Saturday morning charity organizing. These meetings were filled with these masterful narratives that encouraged you to be more and do more. He challenged you to keep up, and in this way, live life to your true potential. He was always excited to share and celebrate in your success. He lived by the motto, dance to the beat of your own drum, and dance he did. Uncle Gopaul ensured that he was always available for the committee's various projects and gave unconditionally, being of service to others in any way that he could. He saw to it that our targets were met and the spontaneous production line operated smoothly. However, the most important job, which he entrusted to no one but himself, was to ensure that the curry had enough salt. His quality control standards were high. His most resonating quality was making everyone around him feel like family. A privilege I enjoyed, as he often referred to me as his Cape Town son. In my last conversation with him, the words that stand out most is, "Son, you are strong. You'll be okay, don't worry." Today, Uncle Gopaul, we don't feel strong, but I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. In the words of Samuel Butler, I fall asleep in the full and certain hope that my slumber shall not be broken, and that though I shall be forgetting, yet I shall not be forgotten, but continue that life in the thoughts and deeds of those that I have loved. And so you will be with us. On behalf of the temple feeding scheme, we honorably discharge you, Uncle Gopaul, for your actions of Ubuntu and service to others. May your soul attain eternal peace at the feet of Lord Shiva. Thank you.
Thank you, Shailen. The next speaker to pay tribute is V. Is V here? Okay. I think V is one of the best family friend and like a brother. Am I right?
Yes.
V? Thank you.
Thank you. I want to greet you all in the precious name of Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Welcome to all. Gopaul has been my chummy, my best friend, for some 44 years now. And as a father, dedicated, loved. He loved his children immensely. He left no stone unturned to do anything and everything for them. I know all this because I've been very close to him. And the late John, my wife and I, we actually were treated as part of his family, not as a friend. I last saw him on the 9th of November. Fetched them from the airport and got them the next morning to the airport to go to Mauritius. And then we were going to meet them again on his return, but unfortunately he had some flight changes. So he now wasn't going to spend 4 hours at OR Tambo. It was a shorter time. I missed an opportunity there. I've been in Cape Town since the 12th of Feb, and I sorely missed another opportunity. It's sad. But I recall after I went home that, whenever Gopaul and I spoke, I don't know why the topic would come up or the instance would come up, and he says, V, one thing I'm going to tell you. When I'm dying, I want to die in my sleep. I don't want to be ill. I don't want to be bothering anybody. I don't want them to fuss over me. He says, this is how I want to pass on. So. And strangely, I'm here today to say this to you all. A lot of people wouldn't have known this, but his desire was granted. I'm just disappointed that I'm going to miss another moment with him, laughter, talking, speaking, enjoying every moment. Ruku knows how we get on and make fun and have a good time. And it's just sad that today we have a Porsche there, we got the Jag there, we got the limo there. You know how Daddy liked these cars, eh? V, the Audi came and I'm going to get it. V, this car is here, I'm going to come get it. We must go for a drive, we must go for a ride. At the end of the day, he enjoyed his life. I think he put it this way, I think we must understand that he died a satisfied man in his heart, that he achieved and he did all what he wanted to do through his journey, through his times. Jiraj, we said he was the handsome guy. He'll brag with me, he says, you didn't see me when I was young with my moustache. They used to call me Tom Selleck. And I'm just trying to recall, I try to make notes, and when you do this, it's not easy. Oh yes, as far as the temple and the temple singing group go, that was like a big deal. In the temple, this is how I meet, this is what we're doing, feeding and singing, we're doing all this. So, as far as that goes, he did it also with full dedication and heartfelt joy. Even whilst we were in Lenasia South, at the temple there, sometimes I will go and help him building the kavadis for everybody there. He wants to do this and he wants to. So, he had a full life, enjoyed it, satisfied, dedicated. I'm trying to look through this now. Yep. My friend, I'm going to miss you dearly. May your soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you. So, we're running slightly behind our scheduled times, but however, that we are still under good time. I would like to now call upon, if I'm not saying Jaya, to come forward to say a few words. Thank you, Jaya.
Namaskaram Guru, family, friends, Dhyana. There was a period in our life where, I call it sabbatical, where we didn't communicate to each other. I think it was two grown men behaving stupidly, as I put it. And in 2006, when Uncle Harry passed away, there he was standing at the gate with his arms wide open, and he hugged me. And I cried, and he cried. I said, what the hell, why did we do this? In any case, we then became the best of friends. And for the last 10 years, we became very close to each other. With the passing away of Shyam, I would call him every day, sometimes twice a day, see how he's doing. And I would ask him, hey, what's cooking today? What are you doing today? And he says to me, I went to do an inspection in Krabo. It's a long distance from Cape Town, and I'm tired, so I'm going to have a bunny chow. I said, bunny chow, but today's Monday. He said, no, I'll make a sugar beans bunny, I said, what about the dop on the side? He said, no, that's organized. And that's how I knew my uncle for the last 10 years. He was in Cape Town, no family support, maybe a few friends. Guru, I don't know if he met you at the time. And he called me and he said to me, I've met somebody, a lady. She's living in the area, involved with the temple. And, he wants to, they're getting close to each other. I said, great news, man. I said, I'm happy for you, for the rest of your life, you'll have a soulmate, soul companion. And 2 weeks later, he says to me, Dad, I'm getting married. I said, great. I said, I want you to be there. I said, no, definitely I'll be there. I think it was 7 years ago to the day you got married. And he said, and he was happy. He was, his life was a turnaround in his life. And I was so happy for him. Diana, we're going to miss you. I always said to you, you never walk alone. You've got a gunner by your side. And when you get up there to the pearly gates, please put in a good word for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Also, I don't want to forget, while he was part of the Siva Aalayam, one of his best friends is none other than late Uncle Raj. These two of them can sit together, have a 1 hour non-stop conversation. Non-stop. And when Raj passed away, also Uncle Gopaul came to tell me that we lost the best person, best friend in my life. And now, I don't know whether they're having a good conversation later today or what. So, and Raj's family called me and mentioned to me to say a special tribute and condolences to the family. Now, before we're going to do a very special tribute from Sri Siva Aalayam for all what you have done to this community and participated in various projects. And as I see now, Nilesh Bhai Bhagatji is just walked in, part of the Sayona Seva project that Uncle Gopaul is helping on once a month on Saturday morning, preparing sandwiches, goes to the needy community and the levels of love. And thank you so much for sending the message and be here to pay tribute on behalf of Swami Narayan Sanastha, Cape Town, the Seva projects. Now I would like to call upon Ruku to say a few words, and thereafter we're going to do the special tribute from Sri Siva Aalayam, and then we will proceed to the Maitland Crematorium.
I just have a few words to say to Gopaul. My dearest husband, you came into my life like a whirlwind, and you left like a gentle breeze. You are my right hand at home, and with the Siva, as everybody knows, he did everything. And he loved the Siva that he did here. He loved the Siva Aalayam. And he was such a loving soul, as you all know. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent all those loving messages on his passing. And thank you for all the support that the family has been given, that I've been given from everyone. Special thank you to Gurukrishna, to the Siva Aalayam, the singing group, to Robini, for all her help and assistance in setting up the wall here and there at her home. Thank you to all. And Gopaul is very grateful. He's very grateful. I want to say to you, as you make your journey, you embark on this journey towards the abode of Lord Shiva. May your soul rest in peace. You know, when we first met, I didn't like Gopaul. Didn't like him at all. He was too in your face. And we used to have a little spat. And I used to say, I never liked you. He said, but you slipped and fell for me. Because everybody told him that. She fell for you. And he just loved that. He just loved that. And you all know what it was like. I am going to miss him dearly. I don't know how. I'm going to move forward. But I know he will always be with us. And again, on behalf of his family, I want to thank everybody for their love and their support. Farewell, my love. Farewell. Until we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to do this very special tribute from the Siva Aalayam, and also from the members of the prayer committee is going to be joined with me to do this special tribute to Gopaul. Gopaul came to me a few days before Shivratri, and then he told me on the second Jamun, Guru, I would like to sing Lingashtakam, a sacred verses from Saint Adi Shankara. I told you, no problem. Due to this lockdown regulation, we are not going to have any other bhajan groups. We are the one going to sing right through. Absolutely fine, you can sing that Lingashtakam. But due to some situation and commitment of his, he is unable to attend the Mahashivratri. And I was talking about this at home. Maybe everything happened for a reason. On Saturday night, around 12 o'clock, I'm sending confirmation messages for all Kavadi bearers, giving them the number of registration and the details. You know who is number one in that list? Is Ruku and Gopaul. I send them a confirmation, your Kavadi booking is confirmed, please prepare for yourself. But look at that. God said, no, you don't need to do. You enough carried Kavadi in your life. You did enough face to the community. Now you can go for eternal rest. Now, whatever the song he's supposed to sing, I'm singing for him today. May Lord Shiva bless. Can I have all the members of the Siva Aalayam and prayer committees, please? And those who are in the Seva projects, please join in. Jayashree. Jayashree Jay, please come join in. Kari, yeah. You got enough? Okay. Right. Can you all have stand in 2 rows? One this side long, one that side long. Please, please come forward. And where is Saras? Is somewhere around here. Isn't it? Saras here? She's not here. Oh, okay. Right. Please, can you stand on the either side of the body, two lines? And John, can I have the youngster would be or easier with us? Yes, please. Thank you. Right. I'm behind. I'm going to sing that song, and I join with you all just now. Sacred verses by Saint Adi Shankara from Siva Aalayam Songbook, page number 127, Lingashtakam. Om Tiricitrambalam Brahma Murari Surasita Lingam Nirmala Pashita Sobhita Lingam Janma Jadukka Vinasana Lingam Pranamami Sada Sivalingam Deva Muni Pravarachita Lingam Kamadakana Karunakara Lingam Ravana Tarpa Vinasana Lingam Pranamami Sada Sivalingam Sarva Sugandha Sulevita Lingam Buddhi Vivardhana Karana Lingam Siddha Surasura Vandita Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Siva Lingam Kadaga Mahamani Bhushita Lingam Panipati Veshtita Sobhita Lingam Daksha Suyajna Vinasana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Siva Lingam Kunguma Chandana Levita Lingam Pankaja Hara Susobhita Lingam Sanjita Papa Vinasana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Siva Lingam Deva Ganachita Sevita Lingam Pavayir Bhakti Vireva Lingam Dilakara Kodi Prabhakara Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Siva Lingam Ashtadalo Variveshita Lingam Sarva Samudbhava Karana Lingam Ashtadaridra Vinasana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Siva Lingam Suraguru Suravara Bhujita Lingam Suravana Pushpa Sadasita Lingam Paratparam Paramatmaka Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Siva Lingam Lingashta
Sivasannidhau Sivalogamavatnodi Sivena Sakamodade. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Can I kindly request all of you, please raise for a concluding prayer. We're going to sing Mukti Lagi and Kalapri. Also, those family members, can you just give them that one rose? And once we sing Mukti Lagi, then I call all of them on the way down. Om Tiricitrambalam Mukti Hariyada Murkaru Muyadeni Mukti Nadi Hariyada Murkaru Muyadeni Pati Nadi Harivitu Padavinaigal Parumanum Sistamada and then the body will leave the altar. Let me make this important announcement. Thank you. So before we're going to conclude, I want to, on behalf of Rukmani and Uncle Gopaul Naidoo's family, we want to say thank you to each and every one of you for your love and support. And now the family is going to leave the Siva Aalayam Temple Hall to the Maitland Crematorium for a very private family last rites and cremation. And may you all drive safe back home and stay safe. May Lord Shiva and Mother Shakti bless you all. Celebrate the life. We don't know when it's going to be our day. So make it every day special and have a joyous, blissful and peaceful day. All the best for you all. Om Namah Shivaya. Can all those holding roses, please, can you come around and stand together as we're going to say Kalapriyam and you can offer the flowers. Om Tiricitrambalam Kalapriyam Karudapriyam Kasundurgi Nillapriyam Ninayapriyam Ninaindarattai Sollapriyam Tudiyapriyam Torapriyam Yella Prihalayam Puruttarulvai Gachiye Gambane Om Tiricitrambalam Arupperum Jodi Tadipperum Karunai தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவரானின்னும் வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவரானின்னும் வேள்க தன் புனல் வேந்தனும் ஓங்குக ஆழ்க தீயதெல்லாம் அரண்நாமமே சோழ்க வையகமோம் துயர் தீர்கவே சோழ்க வையகமோம் துயர் தீர்கவே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, என் நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. இன்பமே சூழ்க, எல்லோரும் இன்புற்று வாழ்க. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவ. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவ. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவ. ஓம் நம சிவாய. 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 ஓம் நம Careful the cloth, just to be. Thank you very much. We can agree to all of you.
Kumasi is obviously preoccupied and things, but are you very close, one of the close friends? So, Sean or something like that, something for your family. Just tell me which day, what's it mean, and I don't know the address, so you see here.
It's Arpa Close, I don't know what the number is.
Once you've got to know that.
If you go into Arpa Close, it's the second house on your left hand side, it's like a restaurant.
We'll just get a proper there,
yeah.
and then whether it's lunch or dinner, we must arrange for how many people.
Okay.
Just, then it's clear in my mind how to do it, what to do.
Let them finish today. I'll check with them tomorrow. Let them just get through today.
Whenever it's open for Kumasi and our family that's here, whatever, we want to support them. In a little way that we can do something.
I know they're doing the main 16 days day on the 18th.
white space, somebody can just.
I'll chat with her tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Nishan, where are you? Lucky?
I'll message you.
Yes, you do.
Okay, all right.
That's it. Lucky, come here. Coming to Crematorium point, is about 20 minutes long. Right, okay. So, is there any families here that they are coming to the crematorium? Please join us. Yes. Second. Yes. He's going to go. I'm going to stay there. Yes. And do everything from here. Oh, super. No problem. Let's go. Because Brandon wants us to be in the front. Okay, so we need to go.
So we go.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you, we'll come to you. But not tomorrow because it's October, but Saturday and Sunday we'll come. Don't worry, I'll wait some pop around. They will be us. I'm so worried about you. Will you come pretty soon? We'll be ahead of
You're going that far, man?
No.
All right.
That's the bucky.
Just going to move it now.
You must move it because I move the clouds. No, man, don't. You're COVID.
सोमेश्वरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय शिव सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय बागंबराय शिव बागंबराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय बागंबराय शिव बागंबराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय शिव बागंबराय शिव बागंबराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय शिव रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। शिव सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। बागंबराय शिव बागंबराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। बागंबराय शिव बागंबराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। शिव बागंबराय शिव बागंबराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। शिव रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय, हर Shiva. Nageshwaraya Shiva Nageshwaraya. Har Har Bole Namah Shivaya. Shiv Nageshwaraya Shiv Nageshwaraya. Har Har Bole Namah Shivaya. Shiv Nageshwaraya Shiv Shiva. सोमेश्वरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय शिव सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वर शिव सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हरि हरि बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हरि हरि बोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
Can I have it here? Can I have it here? Better. Okay, you know why these people are there? There is kind of congestion there. Can I have it here? Right here? Better. Thank you very much. Right. Don't go beyond that. And you can come at night. Some of you come to say, please come. Here, come. Please keep coming here directly. Come. Can you move my table here? Can you just move my table? Careful, give me the tripod. Oh, that breaks. I don't have another one. Wait. Let me get this. Two things I can't do. This is a holy water from India. Right, also, Maitland, will you? Sorry, can you come and take this screw out for me? Get a star screwdriver. This is not a nail. This is not a nail, star screwdriver. Yeah, bring the table here. All of you, can you just take from here because you don't need these flowers? Can you put it all around while I'm just getting ready myself?
We'll do a couple of things quickly that will take us through for the next couple of minutes. Right. So one thing that I want to tell all of you, that Gopaul that you all know, Gopaul that you all love, it's not in this body anymore. That's why we call it in our language called Preda, means a matter that need to be given to the Mother Nature in the form of fire and reduced to ash, and then given back to the Mother Nature in the water. So in that understanding, what you are seeing, very important part of the ceremony is a clay pot. In the clay pot, what is there? Water and the milk. Once the water and the milk is mixed, you cannot separate. It is our understanding. The water symbolizes God, the soul symbolizes the milk. So the soul and the God is become one. That's what is inside the pot. Once the soul is gone, you cannot hold. That's why you don't say what time the Pine Town coming to pick up Uncle Gopaul. No. What time they coming to pick up the body. That's it. Once the soul is gone, the identity goes with the soul, not with this. Right. In that understanding, after that going around the body 3 times, the sun will drop the pot and break it, because as the fire, the body goes into the fire. That is one thing is going to take place. And the second thing, you must always ask this question yourself. When I go to cremate, whether it's in Devon, Hubert, or Cape Town, do they give the ashes of my loved one? Or they give anybody's ashes? You want to know how the process works. The crematorium have a wonderful system. This is a cremation number of Uncle Gopaul. When I made the phone call on the same day when Uncle Gopaul passed away, when we made the booking, this is a booking number. This is a cremation number. In this box also will tell you now, Naidu G and undertaker is Pine Town, because their responsibility to collect it. So what the foreman do, when he's ready the body to go in, he throw this number into the burner and then he send the body. When tomorrow morning, when he scoop all the remains, this number comes with it. This number follows with him and then he grind the ashes, and he's also coming to you tomorrow when they give you the ashes. This number is not displayed, it will be burnt and it's inside in the box. So you make sure, and also they give you one certificate This is the remaining of Gopaul Naidoo and such thing. And Nisha talked to me something that I must discuss with him. So, all these all under plan. Jiraj is not for each. Yes. So anybody else came directly to the crematorium. So you all seen the body. Open the gate. Tell Tando, open the gate. So the next option would be one of your father's brothers. Oven is preheated, 1200 degrees. Once it's hot, it goes in, immediately it catches fire. Then they put a bit of a gas over it to enhance the fire, and then this box catches fire. Once the box catches fire, then it absorbs all the water from the body, and then it burns on its own. It's powerful. I also want to tell you, ladies, this is what somebody will tell you. In the past days, they never used to allow the ladies to come to the crematorium because of their psychological and biological nature. And what we are going to do now is a bit of a touching situation. And I don't want any of the ladies to have any trauma after this. So before I'm going to start the prayer, if you find I said everything what I'm supposed to do. So what I'm going to do now is when Jiraj comes in, we're going to break the coconut, give Divartana, and then we're going to go, Bhaven is going to go around the body 3 times, break the clay pot, light the camphor, send the body into the burner. So if you wish that you don't like to witness that, you're most welcome. You can take a stool onto the other side of the parking lot. Those who are brave, you must remember that nowadays women are stronger than the men. If you like to stand here, watch, that's what is life all about. Absolutely, I don't have a problem. But I have to say what it's all about, then you know that what we know. Thank you. Jiraj here? Oh yes, with the blue. Yeah. Sorry, we're waiting for you. Now keep this ready. And also this bench need to be put away. I put it that side because once we finish, we're going to come in. Come in. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அம்மையே அப்பா ஒப்பிலாமணியே அன்பினில் விளைந்த ஆரமுதே பொய்மையை பெருக்கி பொழுதினை சுருக்கும் பொழுத்தலைய புலையனேன் தனக்கு செம்மையே ஆய சிவபதமளித்து செல்வமே சிவபெருமானே இம்மையே உன்னை சிங்கன பிடித்தேன் இங்கிருந்தருளுவதீனியே. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Come through. Actually, you can leave it down there. Yeah. Come to the headside. Sorry, you can be in the front. You can see, otherwise, careful. The water is going to splash on you. Careful. Right. Leave that pot in his hand. You must hold it. Say Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Drop the pot of the gun. Walk right here. Now we're going to go and push the body into the bana. Are you ready? Tell me, if the burner can take the flowers in, okay, right, so which burner is going to go in? Alright. No. It's not high. Careful, hold it. And they will tell you, Jiraj, and here. Now you there. Right, be on the other side of the coffin. Good. Now we'll do that. You don't want to close the face. Right. He will tell you when to push it. So you can push the body. You want to see? Anybody else? Family? Shame. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
सोमेश्वरा हर हर